Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Chair, I am pleased to speak to you and other members of the Assembly regarding Bill 202, the Mandatory Reporting of Child Pornography Act. I was encouraged to hear the government members express their support to combat child pornography and to give the public and law enforcement communities another tool to rid our homes and our communities of a truly vile and evil form of child sexual exploitation and abuse. I appreciate the feedback that we have been given so far. One comment that was brought forward was that the government was concerned about a bill that had a proclamation date. Frankly, I cannot see how the idea of a proclamation date has become the issue that the PC government has made it into. If you don't have a plan, you fail. If you don't have a date to focus government staff, law enforcement and agencies on, then you also fail. As my friend from Calgary Glenmore is so fond of saying, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. Without a proclamation date, Mr. Chair, this government is simply trying to look like they are supporting measures that will fight child pornography, but they are not actually committed to putting a law in place. This is the intent of what their so-called concerns are, and that is what Albertans see them for. Now, I'm sure that they will start to all soon that they want flexibility. Well, Mr. Chair, I will show you once again that I'm willing to be flexible to get a law passed that Albertans support. I am willing to be flexible to get a law passed that will protect Alberta's children from sexual deviance. I'm willing to be flexible so that the PC government can show Albertans that it will support a bill that makes sense and can be implemented smoothly, effectively, and quickly. So in keeping with this desire to get a law passed that will be implemented, I am coming before you today to propose an amendment to Bill 202. Mr. Chair, I'd like to propose a friendly amendment to Bill 202 that states that Bill 202 will be implemented by no later than March 31st, 2011. This gives the government no more excuses. It gives the government a full year to put this bill into effect. Since we last debated this bill, even more cases have come forward. Horrible cases where children have abused for the sexual gratification of some pervert. Recently, we learned of an international child pornography ring in 20 countries where 73 people were charged. In the Edmonton Sun, a Crown prosecutor noted that at any given time in Alberta, 10 to 20 adults are before the courts, charged with online luring for enticing a child to either pose nude or meet for sex. Also, an additional 70 to 80 people are before the courts.
Honourable Member, are you moving an amendment?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. We'll have it passed around.
Oh, it's been passed.
It has been passed around. I've got it.
Wait. Passed it out. Amendments sit down.
May I finish, Mr. Chair?
Just wait a minute.
Just wait till we pass.
Okay, Honourable Member, please proceed. We're speaking to Amendment A2.
Yes, thank you. Also, an additional 70 to 80 people are before the courts for possessing or manufacturing child pornography. This is just in Alberta, and this is just those targeting our children. This is just what needs to be known, Mr. Chair. It is time for the government to stop playing games with a bill that is supported by law enforcement, child protection advocates, and, Mr. Speaker, quite frankly, the public. So I would like to put the motion on the table, Mr. Chair, and I'd like to truly see where the government stands. Thank you.